Previously on ESL 1 Birmingham.
What a dream way to begin the day.
And now, we continue. Get ready for the Birmingham Brawl.
It's time!
There is no place like home. Universe goes down. Look at the swing.
Asher coming in with the combo. GG is called.
ESL 1 Birmingham 2019.
Think he can't shine through the dark? Stream a Roshan Steele in high resolution? And record a play for the history books? Watch this. Think he can't make a victory go viral? Watch this. Think a support can't be in the spotlight? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, a legend can rewrite his own legacy. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
Remember where it started. Your first experiences. Remember where you came from. The journey you traveled. The journey you love. Remember where it started. And imagine where it will go. Rise on.
No matter what your passion is, soccer, rugby, racing, or esports, become a part of the experience with the moments we deliver.
Welcome back, everyone. A bit of an extended break as we had to wait for the Group A matches to finish, but here we are, our final series on the C-Stream, and we've got Alliance versus Chaos.
Is this it?
This is it.
Our last series together?
Before I kick you out of here back to Bosnia. Actually, you're not going back home, are you? You're off on holiday. Yeah. We've got an interesting game. Alliance, not looking too hot. Group stage hasn't gone well for them.
Alliance is looking great. Shut up. We have a lot of Bulldogs stopped streaming. A lot of Bulldogs viewers are here. They're doing great.
Okay.
Alliance, they got this.
Yeah.
They are top of the group, right?
This is for pride for them. And we've got a draft underway. Game 1, best of 2. Here in the Katowice 2019 group stage. Chaos, coached by T-Governor, the pride of UK Dota. Alliance, coached by Alliance. It's the battle of the minds.
Alliance coached by Alliance?
Alliance coached by...
Load.
Load is Alliance.
Yeah, I mean, you put that right.
Yeah.
I see what you did there. Yeah, Alliance coached by Alliance, they go for the Kotl Centaur, and Chaos Esports, they open up with their Nature's Prophet and Pango. They play that Pango on the offlane a lot. Tavo played it as well, right? Tavo is the
Pango player.
The Pango player on Chaos Esports. They played it quite well, had a lot of success with it. And yeah, Alliance with the Kotl and the Centaur are looking strong already because Insania it's one of his favorite heroes. They're going back to basics. They love this. We love to watch T-Governor. T-Governor is our mate, and when we watch the Governor, his drafts are effing great.
So I would have put bloody great in there to make it even more UK.
Bloody.
We like to watch T-Governor. T-Governor is our mate. Yeah, keep it going, Twitch chat. I'm just going to keep my eyes on chat, honestly. I'm not going to watch the game. I can't wait for Birmingham Major, where these champs are going to be real. Birmingham Major, sorry. ESL 1 Birmingham.
I actually I didn't stack with him. I got him in my pubs very often. He's the only British guy in pubs that isn't annoying and
doesn't play mid.
Doesn't play mid and lose every single time. And he's actually like kind, you know.
Gentle.
Gentle, isn't arrogant. He's like a gentleman, you know.
Yeah.
I like T Governor. I like playing with him.
He's a lovely lad.
He plays, I remember his Warlocks and Shadow Sham. Jakiros, whatever. He's always like very kind, takes position 5, supports, buys wards. And now we have a Boxy on that Batrider. I believe that's Boxy on that Batrider, and that makes me like a little bit confused for Alliance, because where is Centaur going? Alliance, you're again picking 2 position 3s. Is this a Centaur 4? Is this a Batrider 4? I don't know. Are they both position 3? Did they forget that they can only put 1 offlane hero in a game? Yeah, that's it, you see.
Ceremonial drums. Leading Alliance.
No,
actually.
one of these is gonna be 4, right? Possibly Bat, but Boxy loves to play Bat. And that makes me think it's gonna be Centaur 4. Or maybe Centaur Koikwa mid, like they did with Tidehunter mid and failed miserably yesterday.
It's an option, though. Maybe not a great option, but it's an option. What do they banned out? Puck, Ember, second stage bans from Chaos. And Weaver and Juggernaut taken out by Alliance. And Chaos with Prophet Pango. They've got some pretty mobile heroes globally, and even the kind of micro maneuverability that Pango brings to the table. So do Alliance with Bat, Centaur. These kind of re-engage, disengage abilities from both sides are going to lead to some pretty interesting team fights.
Yeah, Legion Commander coming out though, a hero that's really, really good versus that Batrider. You can basically lane the Legion solo versus Boxy. I've seen Boxy even kill a couple of Legions as a Bat, but I think that's purely due to his skill and talent and outplay, as Legion Commanders should win that lane.
Yeah,
and in the game you always can clear the lasso, that's why Legion's so awesome versus Bat.
Yeah, that dispel's really nice. We saw Z-Freak playing position 4 Bat yesterday, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
That's an option to kind of swing it into a support role and not have it in that core position that can potentially suffer against someone like Legion.
That would be definitely an option, especially because you have Centaur already. They think ahead. They're like, we're going to pick this Bat, but another offlaner just in case. They're basically going to pick 2 offlaners, 2 carries, 2 mids.
If we change our mind.
That's 6 heroes. No, you can't do that, Alliance. Give up on that.
What comes now for Alliance?
If you pick 3 offlaners, do you get like some bonus?
Is it auto chess?
Yeah, I just played my second game of auto chess with you. So
they pick Tidehunter now?
Yeah. You get
what do we have? We have
bonus?
Troll Knight. Centaur's not in auto chess. Kotl, Human Mage. They don't have any real big combos coming.
Nah, never mind.
And Chaos, they can transition to Druids, yeah. Just hope they don't have your RNG, where you get no lone Druids for like 20 rounds. Hello.
Hello there indeed, Mr. Storm.
A little bit spooky playing into Pango's new lucky shot with the silence, but...
And considering it's a pretty early pick of the Storm Spirit, I think it can be countered.
AM is still in the pool, right? Oh, so Slog with the new leash mechanic. Well, it's actually new leash mechanic, but with the leash mechanic.
Well, it is fairly new, but for Storm Spirits at least, as we haven't really seen any Storm in weeks now. I haven't seen Storm Spirits, so it's going to be fun.
But why?
Why is it going to be fun?
No, why Storm Spirit?
I mean, they are out.
They're having a bit of fun.
I mean, why not?
You know, I was talking earlier about
Koikfa.
I've not been particularly impressed with the kind of shift of Koikfa through Alliance, putting him in like position 3s, putting him in these kind of less farm priority situations and roles. Because in my mind, Koikfa's always been one of these carry players. You know, he's always been the kind of farming core.
Farming core, but a green core, like your filthy heroes, right? Like,
yeah.
The filthy farming heroes. I agree with you.
But the past like 10 games he's played, you know, Beastmaster and all this stuff.
Yeah, they just transitioned him. They said, all right, Boxy, you carry us, please. Koikwa, you're relegated. You just lost your farm priority. So
5 seconds.
Maybe they bring him back on the Storm Spirit.
But what do you think about this, Pango? Is he gonna be 4 or is he gonna be 2? Position 4 or mid?
Ooh. Well, give it to Weeha potentially, is what you're thinking.
Because you have the Legion that's most likely going to be on that lane versus Bat. Slark is going to be on a different lane, safe lane most likely. Or I mean, Slark is really good versus Bat either as well. So you have a guaranteed success versus Bat Rider no matter where he goes, if he's a core, which most likely will not happen. Alliance is going to put that Centaur as a core, and we'll see. And they, alright, Nyx versus Storm, pretty alright as well. You have that mana burn.
Against Kotl and Bat as well.
Yeah,
Kotl likes to hide in the trees, Nyx can scout him. You've got Carapace against Firefly.
So it's going to be Prophet and Nyx supports, Pango mid, Legion offlane, and Slark safe lane, I suppose.
I'd agree with you. It looks pretty much right. Alliance with the last pick of the draft, though. Storm, Centaur, Bat, Kotl.
5 seconds.
What is happening? They've got a bit of catch and kill with Storm and Bat, a bit of team fight with Centaur and Kotl. No real tower damage or pushing strength from Alliance at all, though.
No push whatsoever. Versus Slark, you don't want to get that TB that's left in the pool. There's an opportunity to pick a troll for Mickey. He loves that hero. He's not banned. They banned out the Bloodseeker. They can't go for Bloodseeker. What's good versus Slark as well? I forgot.
Ancient Apparition.
Spectre.
What? Mickey Spectre.
Boxy Centaur.
So it is position 4 Bat for Tiger.
Position 4 Bat indeed. I mean, they had to. He has 2 pretty good counters, and Nyx is actually a very good counter to Bat Rider as well, as you can always use Carapace and run into the fiery ground that Bat leaves behind him.
Yeah, well, with our final series of the day, don't forget, guys, to get your votes in for the Mercedes MVP for ESL 1 Katowice. As if your votes
can you
work
vote
out,
for a coach? Can you vote for a coach?
I don't know.
Maybe vote for T Governor if you can.
And if you can't, DM ESL Dota 2 on Twitter and tell them to bloody well add him. And we're back into it. Game hasn't quite started just yet, so we can waffle on a little bit more about this. Spectre, Storm, global potential from Alliance. They definitely have, it's not a completely weird and out there draft. It
is.
It's a little bit wonky, but they've got a plan, right? They've got some overall drive towards this.
They have, you know what their plan is? Let's not do anything that we've tried in the last couple of days. Let's forget about all our strategies and let's just invent new style.
Let's let Koikfa have fun. Let's give Mickey that 1 versus 9 hero.
Exactly.
And let's see what we can do with it.
Let's just have fun and let's just pick heroes that scale super well later on and see how it goes. This Storm and Spectre are too greedy to be 2 cores on the same team. Like super greedy.
Mickey disagrees with you. Wrong. I do not understand.
Well, one of them is gonna have to be the... Alright, let them have their fun with the gongs, with the laughs.
Mickey's going middle, by the way. At least judging by his itemization.
Yeah, it looks that way, definitely.
And the way he's moving.
So they don't want to lane the Storm versus Pango. Instead, they want to put Spectre versus Pango.
So Storm waddles down to the safe lane. That'll be Koikfa down there. Bat Rider for Tiger heading down bot as well, with Centaur Boxy and Senya Kotl top.
Storm safe lane never really my favorite. You just lose your level 6, right? You don't get it on time. You don't get it the same time you'd get it on mid. You can't go to that medium camp and farm it with remnants.
The only time it ever felt reasonably okay was when Eternal Envy discovered that you could buy Soul Ring on Storm.
Yeah.
And that was a good 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, that was good for a while, and then he started buying pipe as well.
Yep.
No, I'm kidding. I never saw him buy a pipe on Storm.
It probably happened.
I wouldn't be surprised.
King Owl on the Nyx and Talvo Legion down bottom. So it is a Weehaw. Pango in the mid, Misery Prophet and HFN playing Slark up top. Chaos feels like they've got the upper hand of the draft. Potentially just the upper hand in all of these lanes as well. Do we have no Blightstone yet on Misery? He's gone for plenty of regen.
3 bounties going the way of Chaos.
Insane you got 1 though, that's all fine.
Mm-hmm.
At least it wasn't 4.
At least they didn't get the full combo, then you're done.
Yeah, you automatically lose. Game ends, lobby quits.
Yeah. It kicks you out of the game. Why didn't you go for bounties?
So Weeha lets the range creep go first. Looks for the deny, not quite getting it. But Spectre also doesn't get the last hit on it, so that's all good for the Pango.
Such a Weeha hero, by the way, this Pangolier. It just feels like we. Doesn't it? Like
In what manner?
I don't know, it just feels like we.
You're sort of bouncy and...
Bouncy, flashy,
yeah,
annoying.
irritating as hell.
Yeah, I don't know, it just looks like a weak hero.
HFN is really racking up the stacks here. Essence Shift level 1, forces the
he
salve
broke the
and
salve.
cancels it through the trees. Misery, 2 more hits to kill off Boxy here. There's one, he's not going to get it. Tango regen is enough.
Another salve, Insania always with an extra salve there, saving his teammates. But they have to be careful versus HFN's stacks on Slark. It is problematic, definitely. What's happening on mid? What's with the last hits?
8-0 Spectre.
And Pango, 5-0. Alright, so not really falling far behind. He still has a creep wave under his tower to work with. Be fine.
In top lane, Alliance burning all that regen is definitely going to lead them to have a few struggles. And then looking down to bottom, Storm 6 and 4, Tavo 4-0. As we have the 1v1 in lane, then Tiger and King Ao having a bit of a battle further back as they try and manipulate the creep wave. And of course, it wouldn't...
They hit Illuminate on him, they had Retaliate. They just ran him down, basically. He didn't manage to run away from them. They have a first blood. I was watching it, but I should have said something. I was watching it the
Can
whole...
I blame that on you? I don't
Yeah, you can blame
I
it
think
on
I
me.
can.
You can, because I was watching the first blood, but I didn't say anything. The whole duration I was just looking at. Feels bad, man.
Oh, dearie me.
That's your co-caster, dude. Just chilling, watching.
Just chilling. It's all good. It's fine.
Yeah,
It's a good move by Alliance. They finally get the upper hand, and maybe now Misery in trouble. Quick wall stomp as Boxy swings in from the tree cover, and they find another kill top.
Yeah. Misery wasn't there when HFN was dying, and now HFN is not there when Misery is dying. So Misery does not love company.
So they hit level 2, and immediately Alliance get a couple of kills, even after having to burn through all of their regen.
They're doing quite fine here. There is a level 3 on Slark, he just hasn't leveled anything, so he's waiting to see what's up.
Misery TP's back up top as well. Couple of stacks for HFN, forcing Boxy away. Insania, not quite enough mana for another Illuminate. We'll just have to hold back for a while.
Is that Chakra, he gives it to Boxy though. At least it doesn't cost any mana any longer. You know, there's this thing with Kotl before. Like, you have enough mana for Chakra, but if you use it on someone else, then you lose that mana that you need as well. And then you don't want to use it on someone else, you want to use it on yourself. Right? They really fixed it with the no mana.
It feels pretty good now. I'll just keep looking back towards this mid lane, and Weeha's hitting disarms on Mickey pretty much every time to stop him from CSing. Pretty awkward for the
Yeah, but
Spectre,
Mickey
still
does not look
20.
that way, yeah. He's still leading with the CS at least. So far so good for Mickey. But Pango isn't gonna be troubled on mid, so that's kinda good.
Another Stomp Illuminate. HFN loses a severe amount of HP, down to about 20%. Couple of tangos to work with up there, but it is difficult times in this top lane. Misery doesn't seem to have that much of an impact, and with another Illuminate, HFN's going to have to bring some salves out to this top lane. Are they diving? They force a salve. He does have one, but Boxy, with the creep wave there, can make a move. Misery holds Insania back for now.
Yeah, I mean,
He's down bottom, hello. King Owl looking for the stun, he's lining it up. Lands it perfectly. And with the damage from Tavo, they should have a quick, clear, easy kill on Storm Spirit. As
yeah, they
Tiger
instantly went as Taiga went to control the rune. I mean, you're a support, you go to control the rune, that's normal. He tried to snatch it away from Weeha. That would help Mickey a lot, but he didn't manage to do that, and then he's too late bottom to help Storm, and he finds himself in one of those situations in which every support hates to be. He tries to help two lanes and ends up just not helping anyone.
feels bad. And what's Weeha's CS at? 23-2, so he's about a wave behind the Spectre as we get 2 bounty runes per team. Nice and evenly balanced across the map, but
He might kill Spectre.
Nice Illuminate onto the Prophet. Mid lane, Spectre is in a spot of bother. Dived onto the tower, back up the top. A second Illuminate. Launched out by Insania, but Boxy didn't quite get the war stomp there, and HFN will find a pounce away. Misery, no boots, and Boxy does, but they can't quite dive the tower, not feeling comfortable enough in that top lane to go hard.
Yeah, Misery ports back, and then he has his own teleport to work with to go back to the lane. Brings the salve to HFN, heals him up. That's basically he's the portable fountain for this HFN Slark.
King Ao getting body blocked a little bit. Sticky napalm up on him. Tiger has the Firefly as well if he wants to try and make a play, but 1-1-1 across King Ao means he's got the Carapace. Very little opportunity for the bat. HFN top, one more click. Oh! The Stout Shield, the Spectre Horn, in we come. Mickey arrives, and now, do they go for Misery? No.
I wonder why though. Like I think they could have went for Misery. It would mean that he's leaving mid for an extended period of time.
Early level in Vortex, level 5. Storm's grabbed it up, but Tiger, even with so many stacks of napalm, just a Carapace in a turn. Batrider can't follow through.
Carapace isn't just a spy. What's happening on top lane? Is Centaur falling? It looks like Boxy might fall. He is joking for now, HFN. Oh, at the same time Taiga falls bottom, but it looks like Centaur is finally gonna die.
There it is. First permanent Agi stack for Slark picked up. And what happened bottom lane? Batrider.
Yeah, Bat dies. I mean, it's very easy for Bat to die on this lane. There isn't a whole lot that he can do either. Every aggression is instantly countered by Carapace. So, Firefly doesn't work.
Just illuminating into mid. Weehar's got the regen rune though. He can get back up to full. Stay in this lane a little while longer. Bottom, Tavo. How many stacks have we got up on him? 3 for now. Misery has arrived on the left-hand side. Batrider just going to have to slide away.
Just look at their sticks. 11 sticks on Nyx, 17 on Legion. You aren't killing these heroes. You can try, but that's not happening.
Nice D-ward from Tiger though. As they do see Misery coming in for a quick little ward. Mickey back into the jungle, queuing up the hand of Midas.
Of course. It doesn't matter that you're playing the hero that's dead, you still play the meta. Meta items. Midas, Radiance Man. I mean, it's perfect for Mickey.
Lifesteal is banned?
Yeah.
Pick Spectre.
Build the same thing Lifestealer does.
He just pretended.
I mean, it used to be Spectre's item build without the Midas, obviously.
The good old days of Vanguard, Raddy.
The good old days, yeah.
Good old days.
The good old days. One ulti and I'm die.
When Spectre was unkillable. Tavo sticking around bottom has hit level 6. Has that duel. As a Radiant Scan catches a whiff of King Ao picking up the bottom rune. We'll try and swing down towards bottom, but there's the duel. 1v1, Legion against Bat. Easy peasy, says Tavo. Thank you very much for the damage. And at the same time, Insania has died middle to Weeha 1v1.
There is Koikwa lurking about, but he is silenced. And Weeha is going for another one, but yeah. What level is Koikwa? 6?
He is 6.
He's fine.
Limited mana though, 260. He will zip a good 300 units
If
away.
he got silenced there, there's a chance for Wee to kill him. Very unlikely, but there was a chance.
It definitely was, and you can see the reaction now from Alliance. Bring Insania mid, put Mickey back here. Storm Spirit's going to go all the way back home to regen. I don't know where Storm calls his home, because he can't go bot. Tavo has really set up camp down here, and they're going to struggle against the Legion commander. The rotations of Misery and King Ao, they're going bouncing from lane to lane. Storm has to sit jungle.
This is the problem. You have the Storm and the Spectre without the home. They're homeless, basically, right now. Because they were both too greedy. And, I mean, the draft is too greedy. You have the Spectre and the Storm. There isn't this one super semi-carry that can run across the map and create space for the other. They both scale, but very late, so...
Misery realizing level 5 Bat, no way to stop a TP. So he fakes it out, forces Batrider to reconsider his options. As Chaos group up, 3 heroes down bottom with some treants to go. They can shove this tier 1. Slark getting some free time top as Alliance. Yeah, they really are playing this very passive defensive game, and for now it's going to work out for them. They have these later game heroes building up these items and securing at least the mid game for themselves. As Boxy's Vanguard is here, he can go sit bottom, defend bottom tier 1, can't he?
He can, but not if they come with numbers.
Slightly missed there, King Ao on the Impale.
Yeah, if he was a bit more patient, waited for the Carapace first, then into the stun, he could have killed him.
Mid. He's going in. He's going to get the second bounce through onto Mickey. Dagger dodging every move that Wii makes, and he doesn't land that second swashbuckle. You're right, but the Stampede will come through. They're not charging into mid. They're just trying to get Mickey out of danger, but still the haste allows the relentless chase from Weeha to connect until the TP from Koikfa comes out. Hey, where are you going, Wii? Surrounded by 3 heroes of Alliance, getting tipped up by Mickey. There's another swashbuckle. Misses.
He got tipped by... No, it's Tabo that used the celebratory gong because we didn't die, but that was very aggressive and I enjoyed that a lot. High risk, no reward play, but...
if he kills the Spectre.
If he kills, but yeah, very unlikely.
Mr. King out. He has hit level 6. We've got that Vendetta to go and scout people out. He'll be aiming for Bat and Keeper of the Light more likely than not. And like we were saying, with the map maneuverability from Misery, with the ability also for this Pango to jump across from lane to lane, they could quite easily dive into this jungle just with a Nyx Vendetta to find some kills. Oh, now they have Blink on Legion as well. Illuminate from Insania.
He's gonna scout it out.
Clip Tarvo.
Yeah, but there's Nyx, so if they find Kotl, there's Furion also porting. They got him.
Nice blinding light. Actually buys a lot of time. Saves his life. 4 heroes from Chaos. They miss every spell.
Yeah, that was amazing blinding light actually. As the Nyx missed the stun, there was no duel. Partly because Kotl has Tranquils, right? So he's so speedy. It's very hard to catch him. 420 almost movement speed. He's missing 1 movement speed to be 420.
HFN has his ulti here. He's also got a Dark Pact just in case that lasso comes, but in comes Storm. Koikfa arrives. And do they have a way out of this? With the Vortex, Dark Pact is there, but not fast enough. Good chaining
man,
of the disabled.
Kotl needs 1 movement speed to be Kotl dude.
He's got 420 now.
He's Kotl dude.
He's Kotl dude. Bruh.
Bruh.
Oh, Boxy, half HP. Surrounded by Chaos as they look for this tier 1 take. Still 600 health though, so not the easiest kill until they go for the dive, and unfortunately no duel for Tarvo, but a quick stomp from Boxy.
He has Link, he can still go.
Give him space, Illuminate, Blinding Light, where are you? Insania pushes them back, and Spectre haunts forward, looking for Wii, who has no mana remaining. He's got Arcane Boots, 6, and a Swashbuckle. Okay, there we go, a bit of space created for him. Illuminate won't clip. Wii does have a TP as Alliance again committing to defend a hero, but in comes the duel. Off cooldown and Swashbuckle
Spectre may die here too.
Weeha wants a second bonus kill. Mickey in trouble. Illuminate's good, but not good enough. Press the attack keeps Wii alive, and Insania trapped. Sprouted up. Misery allows for another kill for Pango.
Their picks are very greedy, and it really shows right now. Slark is nowhere to be found, farming on his own, completely uncontested, and still Alliance is being crushed. Just I think that was just Tabo and Slark that outplayed them there, wasn't it? The way they played is just way too good. But they came out strong from the laning stage, and that's why they're that's why it's possible for them to do these plays.
And it's both of these drafts, right? They're kind of in and out of both of these teams. Spectre goes in, out. Storm shakes it all about.
Yeah, but Alliance's draft is very weak in the laning stage. It's horrible. While
they have no momentum to kind of...
Exactly. Why Chaos says you get that Legion Fat early on in the laning stage, suddenly she has a Blink Bracer, jumps you, duels you. Hard.
It's a disarm onto Spectre. Still gets the dagger off the rest of Alliance. Coming through in force with the Will-O-Wisp there. They do catch the 2 supports. Misery and King out. Carapace in 4 seconds. He's burning low to the Firefly and the Napalm though, as Misery gonna walk this one off. The Carapace is there as Storm zips long and hard and catches the Nyx Assassin.
Right on target as well. And now Misery.
I think he's dead, you know.
You think?
Boxy has 309 damage. Koikva will be very happy to grab another kill, a double for him after his Kaya. Swinging him into a decent spot, but in comes Tarvo with the Pango. Easy duel win and a grab for Weeha. And we're up to 40 bonus damage on this Legion now, as Insania tries to hold them back. Illuminate and Blinding Light potential. No, it's not. It's on CD. Never mind. Ignore me. We're just going to continue toying with the Alliance squad.
They're going to go for bounties. Meanwhile, Slark is just enjoying his farming excursion around that shrine on top. Doesn't really care at all.
4 bounty runes in 15 minutes, potentially. If Chaos want to go and grab that one, but they're very focused on the tier 1 top. At least for now. Who's this TPing in? Boxy won't be able to save or deny his tower, but Koikva wants kills. Not quite latching onto Misery there, but he will ball onto the 2 of them now. But pounced up, can't maneuver. No more
Take
ball
the
lightning.
bounty.
He will jump forward now. HFN gets the bounty rune. Here comes Tarvo. Here comes Tarvo. Koikva, low HP, low mana, the duel. Oh my goodness, it's just so easy for him. Even with the stomp, well, it doesn't land, and Boxy is in trouble now himself. Slug with a pounce, and King Owl with a stun, not connecting. The Stampede out will give Boxy a fresh lease on life. Chaos, are they diving deeper? Of course they are. We Are's here with a Pangolier. In onto Alliance they go, and 13-7 with an 8k lead. Chaos looking pretty hot.
Yep, they're looking pretty hot. Spectre at least is farming on that bottom lane. She kind of stopped fighting, which was definitely necessary for Alliance to do. They need one of these cores to excel in farm, and you do have that Midas on Spectre. So eventually she's gonna have a Radiance. Eventually it's gonna be that scary Spectre, but...
Is the game gonna last long enough for that eventually?
That's the question, eventually. Maybe in the next game she's gonna be strong enough.
Who have they found here?
It's a bat.
It's a dead Batrider.
That's a dead bat.
Unfortunate. Create space for Mickey though. Spectre gets a bit of free time down bottom, but Alliance are bleeding out, losing towers at a drastic rate. Tier 2 top going to get Crimson guarded up by Boxy. Kill off the catapult. For now, they will defend it. Slark has like 4,000 gold saved up, hey.
What do I buy, guys? I have Midas.
I want him to buy Radiance.
Radiance
I want
and
him
Manta.
I want him to race the
Just
Spectre.
yeah, raise the Spectre's items.
Please, please. No, HFN, that's not a Radiance, mate. That's an SNY. Where's T-Governor? T-Governor would know. He would call it. He's not allowed to speak to his players during the game, though, sadly. And Chaos, still unable to take that top tier 2. But a good catch. Onto Insania as he tries to deward. He succeeds at dewarding, fair enough, and they jump in with a lasso now. Tarvo dragged back into the tier 2 middle as Storm, zipping over with a quick vortex, does grab with a spectral haunt. They find the takedown, but King Owl, sentry, does he get hit by the dust? He does, so they see him all the way through, but Spectre, the damage from that Pango, that's some substantial HP loss.
They get 2 kills though.
Good couple of kills for Alliance, absolutely.
With the buyback from Insania, but that buyback isn't really a big thing, so... How much gold did they get back from those kills?
A good 1,000 or so.
1,000, yeah, 1,000-ish.
658 going onto the Spectre, so Relic now 700 gold away.
A pretty good haunt there, joining the fight at the right time to kill off the Legion Commander.
We knows there's no lasso and has HFN swinging in from the right-hand side, taking down
he got him.
and they kill off the rest on the northwest.
He got both of them with the swashbuckle. He killed both of them. They were going after him, his swashbuckles, right? And the Misery's ult, they got him.
Big nukes from Chaos. And finally they'll break the tier 2. Waiting for the creep wave to arrive, but there it is. Also, they can connect in mid for a tower if they want to, but Blizzard, they're going high ground. Where's the Coastal when you need him? That dieback actually going to hurt them a little bit, isn't it? Dead for 25. No Illuminate to buy time on this tower. Crimson Guard will keep it safe and sound for now, but in comes the Rolling Thunder. Weehaw. Moving towards Boxy and Tiger. Connects with at least one of them. Won't be able to swing into action particularly well, but it secures the tier 3.
That's a tier 3. Now you can go for these shrines. Is Spectre moving any closer to that Radiance? Let's see, does she have the Relic? No, really, that death on the top lane when they were trying to kill Pango definitely did hurt them a lot because it delayed the Radiance. If they just didn't fight there, they would have it right now and they would be ready for the next fight. Now, instead, what's happening is everyone is just going after that Spectre to kill her one more time. look at both teams know what's up. Both teams are just converging around the bottom runes and then possibly into the Spectre kill.
Get the Spectre. Now Tiger, he knew that Nyx was around. Misses the Impale, but the Carapace is perfect on top of him with a good Will-O-Wisp though. Potentially Alliance can fight inside the circle. Boxy going to work, but Chaos, they're too tanky. Even with a full Illuminate over them, they don't give a solitary damn about Alliance's damage. 2 heroes already gone from the Swedish squad, and that'll be a third with Koik for dying.
The Spectre is alive.
They're gonna get a fourth. Insania has no way, he's just standing still. He's like, yeah, I accept my fate.
Just do it quickly. These guys. End me.
Specky has no TP for 7 seconds.
Oh, okay, Mickey.
Spooky for Spectre.
He's fine. HFM ports out.
They kill everyone except the Spectre, by the way.
That's what they want. That's what Alliance wants. Yeah, just kill everyone. Just leave Mickey alone. Take us, but not Mickey. He has that Midas off cooldown in 1 second. He's gonna use it, have enough gold for Relic. Can go for that Relic.
Scared of HFN.
Yep. Hard to get to that secret shop.
What's on Courier? Is that his Shadow Blade now? He had Blink queued up, which I was quite interested to see what he was going to do with, but he does go for the...
Shadow Blade's fine. Silver Edge is alright this game as well versus Spec, right? So
that's absolutely right.
Good pickup.
Maelstrom Greaves. Perfect transition for him. And Glimmer being worked on here by Misery's Prophet. It means they've got no Vlads, right? Yeah, Blade Mail, Blink into Deso for Tavo. Nyx Assassin working on a Yule Scepter.
I guess Nyx or Furion can get that Vlads, but they don't necessarily need it at this point in the game.
They're already so strong. Halfway to Raddy recipe. Mickey, he can taste it.
They would really like to kill that Spectre at least once right now. Bottom lane, however, with the lasso perhaps, but there's Legion right there next to him.
And we know something's up. Batrider's fire flying.
Leave the trees alone, you filthy bat. Look at how many trees he destroyed. For what? For his own demise, it seems. Yeah. He should be punished for destroying these many trees. And 122 dual victory damage. It's very rare that we see so many victories on a Legion commander. In a pro game, at least. In pubs, anything happens, right? But in pro games, Legions, they don't really get this much, usually.
She has a Deso as well. Tavo hits so incredibly hard. Could even just, solo duel anyone and kill them.
Solo duel anyone, exactly. As long as there's no saves, no blinding lights or anything like that.
Some good dewarding by Misery, opening up the map for King Out to go a little deeper and scout out Alliance's movements. And Storm and Spectre are both still back in the jungle, but there it is, Radiance for Mickey.
There we go, now we can play, boys.
23 minutes in, Alliance have a 5th hero.
Not certain it still helps them too hard. It does help, but they're just so far ahead at the moment. 20,000 ahead. This isn't that Spectre that once she gets Radiance, she just auto-wins. This is a different kind of a Spectre, a different kind of a patch, luckily for all of us. So we'll see if Mickey is gonna be able to make the change.
Well, a second ago there was a Storm there.
And now there's 140 damage there.
Just ceases to exist in a matter of seconds. HFN's also diving tier 3 middle as they chase Boxy away, forcing the glyph as well. That is just for mid lane, so a bit of a misglyph it feels like there for Alliance, and they won't have it for this actual push coming from Chaos top lane where they aim to take down the barracks. Tavo goes straight in onto it. Tiger, Invis. He is lurking around, potentially looking for the lasso drag back before a Dark Pact can happen. But without your Storm Spirit, you just don't have the damage to kill anybody off.
They do have that Invis on the bat. They're not going to put it to any use. I believe it's going to run out.
Oh, they're waiting for King Ao just to pop his little head into the sentry ward, aren't they? Not going to happen. And here come the big utility items. After the Greaves comes the pipe. Keep this push going.
Nice, King Ao says.
Nice. Nature's Prophet, yeah, like you said. Vlad is queued.
Some utility.
Blink Stomp. It's good from Alliance to start things off. The Will-O-Wisp is well placed as Batrider gets back to base. In comes the Pango, though. And the Rolling Thunder connecting with Storm. Twice, in fact, is beautiful from Chaos. 1 by 1, Alliance falls. A dual win secures more damage for Talvo. And with 4 heroes dead, I think the Gs are coming.
Gs are definitely coming. We have a dead zone.
When the Gs have already come, look, the Celestry Gongs.
Even if you buy back, HFN is Yeah.
Well then, that's quite something, isn't it?
Yeah. And there's that on LC hitting your buildings. I do not understand. Me as well, Mickey.
9 to 29, 26k lead. Chaos gonna put this one out of Alliance's misery, I think. Finish off the rest of the base. Tiger. Hang on, where's Quickfoot? Down bottom, okay. The last two standing. Waiting for Boxy, Insania, and Mickey to respawn. 2 lanes down. Tiger hit by the carapace after.
They have that haunt. They don't even have the haunt to work with. They're still standing. Like, I really find this... I don't know. It's very sad, but kind of poetic. They're fighting until the bitter end.
Until the very, very bitter end. Here comes the Stampede. Alliance giving it one more crack. Tavo drops low, but the Illuminate won't finish him off. Maybe Koifa can, but a Yule Scepter up buys the time. King Ao has an Impale perfectly placed onto 2 of Alliance, and GG is called. 9 to 35. 33k lead in 26 minutes is monumental, I think, is the right verbiage for that. But Chaos take game 1 in the best of 2, continue their winning ways, and Alliance having a tough time of things here in Katowice.
I mean, we did talk about the fact that their draft was just way too greedy. You drafted yourself a Storm Spirit and a Spectre. Even when Spectre was broken, you weren't drafting like that. You would draft a Spectre, and then you would draft something that's not...
like a DK or something.
Like a DK, something that's going to create some space for that Spectre to come online. Something that can do stuff across the map. Goikwa, he was sent safe lane, at least if he had a good lane, to get that experience early on so that he can go across the map and create any kind of actions. But he couldn't. Why? Because Tavo is like just insane on that lane. He defeats Storm and Bat.
4 kills on Storm, 4 kills on Bat.
And then you have the same thing on that safe lane in which, yeah, Slark did suffer a little bit, but not a whole lot.
Yeah, they killed Slug a couple of times, but...
And even if you have the Spectre that's doing kinda alright on mid versus V's Pango...
He didn't die.
CS-wise, Pango isn't pressured. Pango starts rotating instantly after the laning stage because of his spells, right? They allow him to do that. What does he need? He needs a Javelin. And he's instantly, like, active. Spectre...
Brown Boots Bottle Javelin, let's go.
Exactly. While the Spectre, she needs, like, 15 more minutes to get that Radiance to be really useful. Alliance... doing great. Bulldog, if you're watching, don't worry. They're just testing some stuff.
They've got a game 2, and we'll move into the lobby, see what they can do. Alliance versus Chaos continues in just a little bit. Their drafter is amazing, his skills are so worth praising, his looks are bloody dazing, the Chaos family, da 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 da. You guys are bloody awesome, honestly, these are sick. They're all stuck in my head.
Previously on ESL 1 Birmingham.
What a dream way to begin the day.
And now, we continue. Get ready for the Birmingham Brawl.
It's time!
There is no place like home. Universe goes down. Look at the swing.
Asher coming in with the combo. GG is called.
ESL 1 Birmingham 2019.
Think he can't shine through the dark? Stream a Roshan steal in high resolution? And record a play for the history books? Watch this. Think he can't make a victory go viral? Watch this. Think a support can't be in the spotlight? Watch this. On Intel Core i7, a legend can rewrite his own legacy. Game, record, stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
Remember where it started. Your first experiences. Remember where you came from. The journey you traveled. The journey you love. Remember where it started. And imagine where it will go. Rise on.
No matter what your passion is, soccer, rugby, racing, or esports, become a part of the experience with the moments we deliver.
Welcome back. It's our final game here on the C Stream. The Katowice 2019 group stage for us is coming to a close.
I'm gonna miss you, baby.
Oh yeah, our last game, Chaos against Alliance. Here in the group stage, Lizard, things not looking too hot for Alliance right now. Chaos on the up and up though, I think they're guaranteed upper bracket with their group stage performance. Alliance are guaranteed nothing, unfortunately, as they are. They're 1 and, what is it, 1 and 7 now? 1 and 8.
Are they last in the group?
Yeah. Down at the bottom. Sad times for the Swedes.
Yeah, definitely not looking great. Recently, they've had their struggles. They've been looking good. They looked good a month ago. They were just stomping, and then suddenly something happened. It's not only the patch, honestly. It's not like their heroes got completely nerfed. Their drafts have suffered a little bit, and the game style as well is just not there. There's no decisiveness in their plays, it feels like. There's something about it. I don't know what's up.
Something just a little bit off.
Just a little bit off. Boxy, not his usual self. Like, plays alright, but not like... Doesn't have that oomph that he had. Like,
the snappiness.
Yeah, the snappiness. Uses that bat sometimes to go YOLO into 5-man instead of just getting those proper pick-offs. And overall, yeah, they just need to find their spirit.
Draft so far, Lone Druid Chen, E.T., Lycan, all the pushing heroes banned by Chaos. They don't want to get cheesed by Alliance. Lifestealer, Nature's Prophet,
actually, yeah.
Ruin Bane. The openings from both of these sides, Shadow Shaman, Ember Spirit. We've seen lots of great things from Ember this tournament, haven't we?
Yeah, the Dobson Ember recently, that was just such a performance by him. OG dominated on his back. At the same time, that Chen was a big part of it. So Chen is banned out too. Pango stolen by Alliance. They don't want to be on that hero. They don't want him close to that hero at all. And they snatch it, they snatch Shadow Demon. Now I'm wondering, is this Pango gonna be... Where is he gonna be? What are they gonna do? Koipa doesn't play it, right? So it's...
Boxy?
Boxy plays it. And now my question is Boxy gonna play it on mid or on offlane? Are we gonna see another position 3 Koipa?
Maybe they do something fun and put it on Tiger.
They could.
Run the position 4 Pango.
I mean, I think Taiga plays that hero too.
He can grab at the tiny, yeah.
There are some teams that still play position 4 Pango.
I'll never forget Pablo when I saw him playing position 4 Pango. He got shared a tango, didn't buy any items.
That's Cube, man. That's
did he start it?
Yeah, it's Cube.
Rush the Javelin level 1.
Yeah, Pablo is... Where is Pablo, by the way?
I don't know. He's kind of disappeared a little bit. I know he streams from time to time, but I've not seen him on any...
completely. I can't remember the last time I've seen him.
Because he moved to Southeast Asia for a bit with Yoshimoto Detonator. Then he came back and played with like Mastermind, I think, on one of the European teams. But I've not seen him recently, unfortunately. But anyway, here we go. Shadow Shaman and Dying. They've got the units on the ground that they spam out and you've got to deal with. Right now, Alliance, no one really to click Serpent Ward.
This is Aster 101, Shadow Shaman plus Undying, right? And so much control with the Ember Spirit. Alright, we'll talk about that. But Shadow Shaman plus Undying, you just go in, you use your tomb, you use those wards, and then Ember Spirit just picks anyone that tries to defend the towers off. So, pretty legit draft so far from Chaos Esports Club. And Dark Willow, I don't know.
What's the timing?
I said I was going to talk about it, but I don't know.
What's the timing on Cursed Crown? Is it 2.5 seconds until it hits? 3 seconds? Basically, my question is, can you Cursed Crown Disruption and have the Cursed Crown land? Or is the timing too hard? Yeah, good. You can go and check that over on the hero list as we wait for Chaos's 4th pick.
Alright, so Cursed Crown delays 4 seconds.
Oh, so you can easily disrupt into Cursed Crown.
Yeah, and Shadow Shaman's disruption on level 1 is 2.75.
My bad.
So you can, like, wait a second, disrupt into an insta Cursed Crown afterwards, but I don't know. It sounds like a wonky combination. I think it's much easier to disrupt into Bramble Maze, right, and then do whatever.
Yeah, that's also a nice option. Morphling now comes out from Chaos.
Dark Willow, is this going to be their position 4? I wonder. It should be, right? They actually did run offlane Dark Willow a long time ago, I think. Maybe even versus me, they played it. Like a year or so ago. Alright, Dark Willow, Tiny.
They've got some nice heroes against Morphling, you've got to say. Lucky Shot with his silence. They've got Soul Catcher with that big burst of HP damage. And then Tiny with some actual burst damage.
Tiny with some actual burst, yeah.
I mean, Morphling's going to be very careful of his HP total and that strength morph to not get caught out. But the way these lanes are looking, like Shadow Shaman and Dying, they are lane dominators.
Shadow Shaman and Undying, so much damage, very strong, very hard to deal with for a Tiny that's a strength hero. Undying can just decay him and take his strength and his damage. At the same time, Shadow Shaman hits quite hard, so Dark Willow is elusive and hits very often, but not nearly as hard as Shadow Shaman, so can't really trade hits too well with him.
Nice little Centaur ban.
I
was just wondering what's going to come up for Tavo, because it's not as though you can pick like an Enigma here into Tiny Shadow Demon Pango. Your Eidolons are just going to die so quickly.
They have a very greedy safe laner in that Morphling. Something to combo up with the Undying for them.
Can we go Legion again?
I mean, it's pretty good here versus the Shadow Demon versus the Dark Willow.
She's tanky.
Wouldn't be bad. Another way of dealing with the Pango. And that Legion worked so well for them in that last game. They just might go for it again. Or they can get something a bit more casual for the offlane. Something to help out with these pushes from Shadow Demon and Shadow Shaman and Undying.
Someone to buy up that utility, like a Darkseer or something to get.
Yeah, Undying plus Darkseer, not the strongest, right?
Yeah.
It is alright, but is Beast banned? Beast isn't banned.
Where's the Omni Knight, actually?
I was thinking about Omni. He's like been reworked quite hard, and I think the hero is good. That bonus stats resistance right on him. Isn't that shabby? Let's see what they go for. Legion.
Yeah, let's stick with the Legion.
You called it. It's good versus the Cursed Crown. It's good versus Shadow Demon's stacks as well.
I love that you say I called it. I said 3 hero names and one of them happened to be true.
I mean,
I'll roll the dice 3 times and see if I get...
I mean, Legion was the first thing you said.
That's true.
Yeah,
okay.
So
They
I'm
stick
giving
with
you
it.
credit. Say thanks.
Bless you, Lizard.
There you go.
What's Alliance's last pick then? mate?
You're one of those girls that posts a Facebook picture and then in the description
I'm not
she's like,
fishing for comments, but
I'm so ugly. Damn it.
Razor for Alliance. I'll try and match that up against the Legion, I assume. Or maybe against the Ember Spirit? Is that what they're aiming for? Because they've got Insania on the SD.
But you can put him versus Legion or Ember, right? You can chase them down.
So then is it a case of where do you want your Tiny?
Yeah. You can put the Tiny versus the Ember as well.
So Tiny can 1v1 Ember mid, Razor plus the Shadow Demon, static link with
versus the
disruption
Legion.
against Legion.
I think that's how they're gonna do it. So they just put the Mickey mid, then Razor versus the LC.
Well, it's our final game of the day here on the C stream. Final game for us in total for the group stage. And we've still got the Mercedes MVP contest going on. Get your votes in. You can vote once per day, so I've been told. Make sure your favourite player has a chance to win that nice, shiny new car. And back into game we go. Alliance versus Chaos. What are your thoughts? Draft versus draft, Lizard. Forget for a moment that Alliance are a bit...
And they're losing every single thing.
A bit sad right now.
If I forgot that, I would say that Alliance has a chance, definitely. But overall, their draft looks like something that's going to fall off very fast. While Chaos Esports, they have this HFN Morphling, they have Ember Spirits and LC through the early game. And I believe that if Alliance do not completely crush them in the early stage, they're gonna get crushed later on. So that's what I feel about the drafts. Right? You have what does kill on Alliance? We've seen Razor go like ham later on. We've seen him, but he's not playing versus heroes that care too much about Razor. He's playing versus Ember and Morphling. He has no one that's gonna jump on him. And what?
How's that possible? He's got all of the golden. He's bought all of the golden ones. Doesn't care about the common ones. Alright, Misery. And what do we have? Chaos. HFN Morphling, King Owl, Shadow Shaman. Misery on the Undying. We playing the Ember Spirit, and lots of laughter coming.
They're putting Boxy mid. But you see that Chaos is dodging this. They're putting LC safe lane instead of Morphling.
So Tavo heads down there. We make a Tiny with Tiger on the Dark Willow heading down towards bottom. Then we do have the Insania SD Koik for Razor. Dual lane with that disruption static link combo.
Yeah, it's pretty alright. Like the old sleep combo, right sleep into static link.
A Bane Razor, the good old days. Morphling, when he hits level 2 though, he's going to have waveform potentially to get a bit of distance away from the Razor.
I mean, their cores overall after the laning stage can't get static link. Like, it's only the LC. The Morphling and the Ember, they just get out of range easily. There is Purge from Shadow Demon, which can be quite helpful later on. But overall, they're lacking real catch on this team of Alliance. This Tiny needs to get a Blink Dagger in order for them to start fights properly. Pango can roll in, but that's way too obvious and way too slow.
How good is their catch and kill onto Ember when he gets a couple of levels up?
It's awful. Later on, I mean...
It's like fully reliant on disruption, right?
Later on, after 6, it's very bad. You need that blink on Tiny. And even with that blink, you need to find a way to blow him up instantly.
That's the thing. It has. I almost feel like it has to be disruption into Bramble, and then you purge off the Flame Guard, which you have to do, and then Tiny comes in as like a third hero to have a toss combo.
I guess you can silence him with Pango, right?
Ah, that's a good point, yeah. Always forget about that lucky shot. Tri-lane time. Chaos. Undying and Shadow Shaman up the top. Tiger, the squishy Dark Willow. Not really much she can do up here, I don't think. Misery's going to push her out of lane immediately. And make it... We'll just have to try and stay in that lane. As Tavo can 1v2, sit by his tier 1 quite nicely for now. And mid, we do have that Ember against Pango. We versus Boxy. But top lane, we're going to keep our eyes peeled for First Blood's Lizard. Because they're tossing trees and killing Misery. A quick decay will keep him up and running.
Has a salve, but...
One more hit. There it is.
He greeted with the salve. If he use that salve. Taiga needs 2 hits, and he most likely jukes, and King Gao helps him. So he greeded out a bit.
Just a touch. Who do they bring down bottom now? So Misery's done with top lane. Swings down to bottom to help Tavo.
You die top. You go to die bottom.
Keep it fresh. Go from lane to lane.
Yeah, just see what's up on this bottom lane now.
10 and 2.
Yeah, but Boxy has some creep still that lane to deal with. Ember taking a small advantage. I think too much so far.
Tiger. We'll leave the contest of the pull to the Tiny for Mickey. Insane is looking for a way in here. Koikva seems pretty timid, not wanting to really commit to anything just yet. Scared of the tankiness, really, of this Undying and Legion commander. Slow and steady for Alliance. 1 kill under their belt. That's a nice little morale boost always to get first blood.
There's a haste for Shadow Demon, but what's he gonna do with it? Lag, alright.
Just got to make sure everyone knows SD has a haste, so they pause, and they make the call. And I've missed a kill up top, of course.
Lag.
I lagged, yeah, for sure, guys.
Lag.
There's big lag. Brain lag in the caster. What was that? Avalanche?
Brambles.
Bramble?
Yeah. He was a bit...
done.
Never go full agi.
Boxy. And here comes Insania. Quick little swashbuckle onto Ember Spirit and an easy pick. Even though he knew it was coming.
They have to win these lanes, and so far they're doing alright.
A link onto Misery down bottom. Koikva. Almost 100 stolen damage. Gonna whip away at Tavo.
I believe they found optimal lanes too.
They might even take HFN with them. 90 HP remaining. Nice adaptive strike. Strength stun, but that toss of the tree, Mickey.
Yeah.
Makes it look very nice.
This time around, it's Alliance that have picked stronger heroes in the laning stage. They've laned properly, which is very important. And Chaos, they felt too confident in their skills. They didn't try to mess with the lanes. They didn't try to maybe dodge the Razor somehow. Because of that, they're being crushed on multiple lanes right now. Oh, alright, we have Tavo top. And Morphling is gonna go bottom. So I expected this to come a bit earlier from them. But better late than never, I suppose.
He's going the long walk back. Plenty of branches, though.
Plenty of branches to work with.
He's got 4 tangos and 4 branches. There's so much regen. Tavo now.
Infinite regen from each branch, basically.
Tavo left alone top. Where's Shadow Shaman? King out with boots and a TP. He's going to wander himself down to bot, it looks like.
Shadow Shaman definitely does not want to be rotating a lot. Wants to be getting those levels on the lane as soon as possible to hit that 6.
Insania. Toying with Misery as Boxy arriving. Wanted that regen rune to fill his bottle. A kill on Misery here would be nice, but he's got Soul Rip, Tombstone, and a Decay. 3 stacks of poison though, level 2 as well. Misery. He's gonna die. He's for sure gonna die here. 1 more and pop goes the Weasel.
I mean, he had a free exit there if he ran towards the Ember. As even Shadow Demon started going back, but for some reason, Misery turns and runs into the Shadow Demon. Gets a few stacks off and he just instantly dies. That was... I'm not certain what he wanted to do there. Guess he was hoping Shadow Demon is gonna fall back completely, but he didn't.
Well, Insania commits and gets the takedown now. Bounty runes coming through. Koikva has the 2 points in static link, but 3 heroes here from Chaos make him a little bit afraid of bridging the gap. Top lane though. Mickey bottles up a bounty. Tiger takes the other one, so nothing there for Tavo.
0 kills for Chaos so far. If only Alliance could have started the first game like this as well, maybe they wouldn't lose in 20.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Ember is still top of the farm charts, but 3 red heroes doing spectacularly well across every single one of these lanes, like you're saying, and Tavo getting pummeled, but not quite enough damage to punch through that press the attack. Tiger and Mickey, they get close, but
he's still pressured hard, and Tiny is definitely leading with the CS on that lane. So the problem when you lose a lane... Oh.
Interesting. They go with a static link disruption But again, there's 3 heroes from Chaos. The poisons, they start to stack. But Misery and King Ao keep HFN's Morphling safe and sound for now. Top lane, Tavo does drop. Oh, where's the Ember Spirit? Back home. Hits level 6. I'm guessing he can jump back into the lane with a couple of remnants.
The problem with switching up lanes after losing them so hard, after not really switching them from the get-go, is the fact that even the lane that was going well for you is gonna lane versus their lane that went well for them. So you're not gonna win one lane for sure, and the other lane is gonna be even at best.
That was his last remnant. No. Throws it across to the right-hand side. Quick sleight of fist, but here comes the Cursed Crown. Doesn't land the chains on anyone, and Boxy's double damage rune makes short work of the Ember Spirit, and will be able to escape, it looks like. King Ao trying to cut him off at the pass. Do they have a Hex? They do. Shackles are there with an Ether Shock too. Misery slam him with a Decay. Get him. And Boxy falls. First kill for Chaos. Finally arriving.
They definitely needed to get a kill. And getting that kill for Rasta is pretty big. So he's going to be moving into his Atherlands. A way of catching that pesky little Pango.
HFN thinks it's jungle time. Can't really stay in lane on that low HP.
It's very hard for him to approach the disruption into Link, as he has to go back. This is pretty good. Agi, and then just so rip. Kills him up.
Dropping all of his items as well for that full efficiency. Top lane though, Tavo yet again, this time with the help of Boxy, roaming around on this Pango. The Javelin is there, and just like you said, that's all he needs to make these maneuvers.
At the same time, Ember Spirits, he doesn't need a whole lot either. He's already got what he needs. He's gonna get the medallion as well, but we're probably gonna see him rotate around with that level 6. Maybe even right now on the bottom lane. Yeah, there we go.
Katowice does drain a lot of that damage, but you rightly call it. Weeha has made the maneuver down towards bottom. Scythe. A Hex onto the poor little Razor. He gets the crack onto King Ao and looks for the Undying in the back. He does have a lot of stolen damage, but with HFN being popped by Tiger, Chaos lose a lot more than really they expected.
Well, they definitely...
Misery's gonna die. The Bedlam from Tiger.
Tiger just on point with his rotations. That Morphling did not expect to die from one single hit from Tiger. What level is Tiger actually?
Must be like level 7 now. Almost level 7.
Shadow Realm 3 levels in it, so he hits quite hard out of it. Morphling just did not expect it. Had a bit too much agi there.
Razor. He wants top lane now. Nice toss back. Get Tavo under the tower for a quick static link. No points in Plasma Field, so no slow here, but I think...
That's so much
damage. Good damage, yeah, a couple of hits. Oh, Mickey. Tries to pop him out.
Nice try, Mickey.
Koikva times his last hit just to make damn sure that he gets it. And Tiny very nicely gives the top lane to Koikva. Swings down towards bottom, where Alliance do have 4 heroes grouped up.
Middle tower is under attack. Dire are scanning.
We aiming for that medallion build again on Ember. Something quite common we see when Ember's the real position 2, when you've got a hard carry like Morphling.
Yeah,
these utility items on Ember.
Go for these utilities, medallions, drums, stuff like that, and then just rotate perhaps a Maelstrom. We'll see what we opt to go for this game. We're gonna stall our crest on him later on, it's alright. Oh, that's roll. Yeah, I expected we to be a little bit more active. He rotated once on the bottom lane, and that's basically the only place that he could. As his team is struggling quite hard, so it's hard for you to rotate if your teammates are dead. I don't really blame him.
Radiant are scanning.
Chaos move their tri-lane up top again, with a quad lane actually coming to fruition with bounty runes refilling Wee's bottle. But in towards mid, we'll take a quick look here. Bramble Maze after the disruption, nicely timed, and HFN trying to dodge out from the Cursed Crown, but it will still land with a nice little stun. Boxy moves forward, but Tavo's here, bodyguarding HFN's morph, and Misery has shoved Tiger back to the other side. With the fight continuing, the duel is there, and Wee claiming a kill allows Tavo to get that bonus damage. Started in insane. Oh, he's trapped. He's got nowhere to run. Mickey maybe can help him out. Wee's Flame Guard has ended.
Yeah, without that Flame Guard, there isn't a whole lot that he can do. He had the Arcane Rune, but it didn't matter, and he has to let Insania flee. That Shadow Demon became pretty good ever since they changed the mana on Shadow Poison to 35. Actually, level 1 35. The first wards are dropped.
Is it an easy tier 1 though?
It should be, yeah.
Catapult and Serpent Wards going to work. A silence onto Ember and a disarm.
Yeah, you can kill
onto
the
Legion.
creeps, but not really the catapult. And
Nice attempt from Boxy, but it does open him up here to a quick chains out of Wii. Slight to dodge the Cursed Crown. Nicely done by Ember. Alliance can't find a way in. They're kind of poking and prodding here, but losing a lot of their life in the meantime. We do have Mickey and Koik for farming really nicely in the side lanes.
yeah, Koikva level 9, above everyone else. He's had a blast. He has that Midas, and you know what? It's Koikva Razor. If there's a Koikva Razor, Fata Razor perhaps, and that's it. These guys are just so good. And they make Razor tick, they make him work. It's not your classic just lane stomper, he actually works later on in the game as well. Like a hard carry. So, with that Midas, you can definitely transition into one. Maybe SNY, AC, something like that, we'll see.
Yeah, it's no longer just the kind of lane counter against Lifestealer or OD in the past, stuff like that. They're trying to chase King out. Koikva and Insania can't quite get the grab, and we coming up the ramp, terrorized away, but doesn't hit.
Yeah,
the Bramble Maze.
Brambles were at one point, but if they were, like, Taiga would have just died, so... Yeah, we... Alright, another one. It's hard going up the ramp versus Brambles. Like, the worst position to be stuck in is, like, in Brambles, but when you're on stairs, when you're going uphill without vision, because you can't tell exactly where they are, so you just run into them.
We was just baiting them. I've been caught in brambles. I'm weak, defenseless. Yeah, plenty of heroes behind him.
Defenseless little maiden.
Ember Maiden.
Ember Maiden.
That's basically Lena, isn't it?
Pretty much, yeah.
That's a Midas on Morphin. Midas meta.
I don't know though. I really hate seeing Midases on Spectres, Morphlings, heroes such as that one.
What about Tiny?
What about Anti-Mage next? How about we go Anti-Mage?
Don't you start.
Midas into Battle Fury. There you go.
Don't you start.
It's not alright that you're AFK for 17 minutes of the game. Let's be AFK for another 7.
You're gonna remind people about the days of Alchemist with Midas, Battle Fury, Radiance, 3 farming items. They'll come back with that soon if you continue in that manner. Ice Frog, please.
Alchemist. Alchemist what? Is that a hero? Does he exist?
Maybe if you bring that build back.
You're talking about the hero that got countered by one single item, right?
Yeah.
Ever since Vessel is introduced, yeah, you can maybe rage it off, but it's work.
Well, here comes Chaos with their push, but a big avalanche toss from Mickey starts it off. Wee drops low, but they've got a kill with a duel. Insania down, and King Ao dropping to Tiger as Boxy's arrival with a nice rolling thunder catches Wee on the way out. Now Misery, still with his tombstone going. They've got zombies stacking up, and Alliance need this terrorize. Does catch on to the Legion as she tries to sprint away, but it's the final click from Tiger on that Shadow Realm, and Misery in towards the tower, secures it, gets the money for his team, and maybe, never mind, he can't escape. That avalanche will stop him in his tracks. Good fight from Alliance.
Space created for Morphling, I suppose. But very good fight for Alliance, considering they only lost that top tier 1. A tier 1 that doesn't really bring a whole lot. So, losing it is never too important.
I love this new unstable current.
Yeah, so good.
Just allowing Razor to farm, clear waves, clear jungle camps so much more effectively. It's already up to Yule Scepter after the hand of Midas, top of the net worth. In fact, Alliance looking very hot this game. As their lanes have snowballed them towards victory. But they've got a long way to go still. He's on this Ember Spirit, he's got the outplay potential. Legion Commander not going for Blink or Shadow Blade, just tanking up and going Bracer into Blade Mail. How do you feel about that?
Bracer into Blade? Alright. Who's gonna catch people? I guess Rasta and Ember are there for that. I don't know how I feel about no Blink or Shadow Blade though. You won't be able to properly initiate, but at the same time there's the issue of that Shadow Demon. If you catch anyone else with that Blink duel, he just disrupts them, so
good point.
It's a good counter to LC.
And this way maybe you can stand and fight against someone like a Tiny. They do get a Hex. As Boxy rolls forward, trying to catch King Ao and Tavo. They're juking left and right, trying to aim for Mickey. The big kill on Tiny is what they need, but in comes Razor and Insania. Chaos, they're in trouble here. Misery's going to pop as King Owl's already dropped, and with 5 heroes middle, the Swedish squad are making it work. Easy tier 1 for them. Never mind.
Never mind, not for them.
We says nah.
Easy for we.
My deny. At this point, it feels like Chaos are very much waiting for HFN to tell them he's ready.
Well, he's not gonna be ready anytime soon because he has that Midas that we discussed about, so he's gonna be farming for a bit longer.
Just a little bit longer. Give him another 10 minutes. Maybe then he'll be ready. We dodging away from Alliance again. Mickey is closing in on his own hand of Midas.
Well, they're all preparing for some super late game or something. I don't get this. Tiny usually not really your hero to go for that Midas, but Mickey definitely wants to transition into a full core Tiny, right? As he understands, alright, besides me, there's only the Razor that's gonna be dishing out great physical damage. The Pango is going for Vessel versus the Morphling. It's pretty alright. So his utility, he's not gonna be bringing any great amounts of damage, just control and utility, so we need to figure it out somehow. And he switched for Blink, yeah. Yeah, Blade Mill first is just interesting.
It's like, you can rationalize, you can say it's reasonable, but that Blink Dagger is always going to be the kind of prime itemization. Nice dodges. Very, very quick.
V was a bit slow there, and also Alliance was a bit slow there, because they saw each other, but they were like, oh, let's go at it, you know?
We knew his timings. He's not getting caught there. Alliance, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Every hero, grouping top. Bottom lane is already shoved, so that's a free, nice lane for Morph to bring to the tier 1.
There's a sneaky little Shadow Shaman on the top lane hiding in the tree, so maybe he might be... Never mind, he ports out. I was thinking maybe he tries to creep skip or something, but unnecessary. They still have the wave.
What are the prospects for Roshan like for Alliance? Because it doesn't feel particularly good.
Nah, they don't do Roshan.
No Medallion, no Vlad.
I don't think
no heroes to really go in and hit it.
I don't see them doing Roshan anytime soon. On the side of Chaos, though, you have the wards that can help you out.
Tombstone to zone out your enemies.
Yep. I mean, their lineup isn't really great at taking Rosh either, but it's a bit better, I think, than Alliance's.
And 2,400 gold saved up on Morph.
Look at how positioned they are around this bottom tier 1, basically waiting for the Morphling to push it in, and then perhaps if someone ports, they can counter-attack.
Oh, they can just plop down the Serpent Wards and take the tower, leaving tier 2 top susceptible to this 5-man from Alliance again.
Yeah, but look at everyone from Alliance.
But from this high ground, they've got access to mid and top, right? They can shove both lanes at the same time, and maybe just send Boxy down here to defend alone, as they control this western half of the map.
Boxy can do this because Legion does not have a blink, but there's Shadow Demon porting in. They're gonna try to duel him, but I think Shadow Demon has the disruption ready.
In comes Insania, saves him up, and now the Demonic Purge. Tarvo gonna get caught here as Boxy turns to fight. Mika jumping into the south, terrorized down to the left. It will tag onto Wii, as Tiger gets basically a solo kill on Ember.
They lose LC, they lose Ember. They do take down that tier 1, and they create some space for their Morphling to continue farming, which is what they have to be doing, I suppose. At the same time, going for that Pango without LC insta-duel is a no-go, especially as he used his shield crash, as he has. He just becomes so much tankier.
That resistance really does start to add up. And now Alliance spread out a little bit across the map. Razor top all alone, 3 heroes grouping mid, and Insania shoving out bottom in that long lane towards the tier 2. Chaos just sitting in the pocket, defending their Morphling while he farms away. Towards an S&Y, in fact.
Yep. Status resistance, I suppose. Not really an item that I see a lot on Morphling. Manta here wouldn't be that poor. of an option, but yeah, he goes for SMY instead.
Radiant's middle tower
With the
is under
Midas.
attack.
What's the interaction with static link and status resistance? Do you reduce the duration?
I suppose.
Radiant's middle
On
tower
your...
is
yeah.
under attack.
Should.
Because I remember there were some weird interactions where if you reduce the duration on some things, I think Doom was one of them, I don't know if it's still the same, you increase the damage ticks. Because it shortens the duration, but keeps the same damage overall.
How will that work with static link?
If it increases the damage he steals per... that's the thing, I just think it... Like,
I don't think it works that way.
No, I'm just asking. In my head, it would just reduce that duration.
I think it's just reduced, and that's it. Just reduce duration, if even that.
Twitch chat will know, right?
Twitch chat always knows.
They'll tell us.
We were just testing Twitch chat, actually.
Oh, you are. You know the answer. I'm a dum-dum.
If Twitch chat knows the first guy that answers correctly, I'll give him a cookie. A real Twitch chat cookie.
Okay. He's got Twitch chat open, guys. He's got the cookie emote ready.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Midas for Insania. Off we go. Every building outside of this Chaos base about to be destroyed. Middle tier 2, the last one standing as Alliance make their move towards there. Koikfa holding out alone top with a smoke from Chaos. They are aiming into this dire jungle.
I don't like Koikfa's build. Going for BKB and straight into Aghanims. It's alright overall. They can pressure Chaos and they can go for these tower pushes. But I just have a feeling he's gonna maybe fall off with this build. It's not that crazy carry mode Razor.
Would you prefer like an AC into like a butterfly kind of thing, or...?
Yeah, something like that. SMYs, you know, just... Satanics. Just that crazy Razor build, you know, crazy tanky Razor build with butterfly and everything.
Read Twitch chat, they're all answering.
He has Midas, so read Twitch chat, alright. Alright. I know the answer.
But I'm not going to tell you.
They're not answering.
Oh. Well, we'll have to just wait and see, I guess.
Yeah.
Link duration 8 seconds. Hello, what's this? Big nuke damage. Down go 2. It's a slaughterfest as Alliance absolutely destroy Chaos with a jump in from Mickey and Tiger with the sustained control. King Owl shackles up Boxy under the tier 3, but it doesn't bloody matter.
Alright.
Alliance are doing it.
It doesn't matter what your Razor is building because his teammates are crushing it, and this Aghanim suddenly makes so much sense as you're gonna go high ground with it for some buybacks.
He's got it done. Well, 4-24, 23 minutes in, Alliance. They've found their second wind in this group stage.
A little bit late.
In their last game. They'll claim a tier 3 here with no glyph on the Radiant. This may even just be a full lane of barracks. Melee, they'll focus down now and move towards it. 2 seconds until Eye of the Storm is ready with his Aghanims on Koikfa, and away we go.
You just put Koikfa in front like this, you have Insania to help him if anyone goes on him, and he just solos the Raxes. That's the plan.
Does he BKB now? Ooh, he's being very patient with it. In comes Mickey. Blow up the Undying. And Misery's gone with no buyback. Self-fuels. HFN sent up by Koikfa's Razor. There's the Morphling in Razor mode about to be blown up by Boxy. Finally a Hex, but he's jumped over the cliffs. And he's down to safety with the rest of his squad. And yet again, Chaos down 2 members. Alliance knocking on the door of your high ground with the Greaves completed. But Koikfa low on HP needs a bit of a heal before he can really commit.
They have Vessel if they wanted to, but they're gonna just go back. And overall, perfect positioning for Boxy to just solo the Morphling there, or the Morphling turned into Razor. That's a perfect position for him to bounce. Morphling had no chance.
I hate that I can't click Dark Willow when she's in Shadow Realm, by the way. That is my least favourite thing. We trying to make a go of things, remnanting forward to catch out Tiger. Doesn't quite land with the remnants there, and Mickey has found him with the Avatos, give him the tip and give him the slaps as we drops with no buyback.
No buyback, Morphling is up, but you don't have the damage without your Ember. They're gonna most likely opt to go for high ground again, to go for that Rax that they damaged already. There's a haste attack.
Onto 2 again with the Avalanche, tossing HFN back. Is he going to get caught? No, he's not. Bramble Maze will not root up the Morph, and the pressing attack takes off that Cursed Crown. Tombstone Drop down, try and zone Alliance out, but that's never going to work.
Razor?
Finally a duel in on to the Razor. Avalanche buys the time with a toss away. They've saved Koikfa. He's running away with this game. He returns around and whips down another couple of heroes. And Chaos, they don't have any buybacks still. The Morphling feared, caught in the brambles and destroyed by Boxy as Alliance look for their second win of the group stage, and it looks like they might just claim it with a GG from Tavo. That's it. The capital G's from Insania. A moment to be proud of as they take a game off Chaos.
They definitely needed the win. I think it's good for morale. Yeah, you do lose. You are out 2-7, right? Overall, or 2-8. 2-8. 2-8 overall. But honestly, they needed to do something, and this is perfect ending in such a convincing fashion. Proving to themselves that they can actually win Dotes is very important, because no one has fun losing, and losing consecutively is just horrible experience.
No big deal for Chaos, though. I believe they are guaranteed upper bracket, so this game for them was more of a bit of fun, bit of pride.
It was, but they were drafting like...
They weren't messing around.
Yeah, they weren't messing around. They drafted their stuff. They drafted similarly to what they drafted in that game 1, and they lost with it, so...
Well, there we have it. That's it for us. C-Stream is done.
That's it?
Yeah, there's no more games for us, Lizard.
We're done.
They're being stolen by Lacoste and Cap and Nahaz and
Pepe Hands.
It's sad. Nah, we've had a lot of fun on the stream here. It's been great, Cass.
Yeah, you've been sick. I've been sick, but
Yep.
the games have been sick every now and then, at least. So.
We absolutely have. We have to say goodbye. Thank you for watching, everyone. It's been a wonderful ride. Make sure you check out the main event as this group stage comes to a close. The A and B streams will still continue on, so ESL_join Dota Red has Lacoste, Basekip, and Lyrical. And of course, the main stream with the main talent at the main tournament is on ESL Dota 2. And Lizard's reclining and getting ready for his holiday already. Where are you off to?
Bosnia, man. What do you mean?
Okay, you're going home then?
Yeah, of
right,
course.
see you, buddy. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Tune in to watch more of UK Dota's finest with Chaos proceeding on pretty nicely.